Hello, everyone. Craig here with Craig Dacey Financial Coaching. And I'm here to go over 5 financial tips that I think every entrepreneur and every small business owner should be doing. These 5 things are going to completely turn around your business, making sure that every dollar that's coming in is being used to its full potential and is also helping to make you more money because that's why we're in business. We're in business not only because we're passionate about what we do, but we do it because we need to make an income. And the best way to do that is to utilize what your sales and what's coming in to its full potential. A lot of our money is being mismanaged or not used wisely. And when we do that, we're losing out an opportunity to increase our personal income in the business. So, the first tip I'm going to give to you guys is to keep your money separate. The number one thing I see when clients come in to work with me and when we dive into their finances is their business account and their personal account are one thing. Their sales are coming into their bank account, they're spending things on their business, but it's all intertwined with their personal money. And so we have trouble really breaking down what's theirs, what's profit, what is their income, what's been used, how much is income for the business, how much is income from them personally. It's a mess, it's a headache. So their first homework assignment I tell them is tonight, before we talk next, I want you to go out to a bank or credit union, open a checking account, and make that your business account so that any income you make, anytime you make a sale, the money goes straight to that account and it's separate. From that money, then you can start allocating out your expenses. You can write yourself a check when it comes to the end of the month and you're ready to pay yourself, or just go and withdraw the money. But this keeps all of your business finances into one place, and your bank statement will only reflect things from your business. It's not going to have anything from your personal life in there. This is going to save you a huge headache, guys, when tax time comes, especially because as you're documenting these expenses, it's all documented for you in one spot. You don't have to try and dig through your old bank statements. If you're not very good at keeping receipts or keeping a log, you have a log right there just simply on your bank statement. Now, PayPal is another viable option, and I also tell people to get a separate PayPal account from their business one, from their personal one, if they have an online business where they're making sales. Me personally, I have 2 PayPal accounts. I have a personal PayPal, and then I have my business one. So any income I'm making, if somebody signs up for a coaching package with me, they want to do a coaching session, they pay me via PayPal, it's going into my business PayPal account. I don't want those intertwined. Then I can withdraw money out of my PayPal if I want to pay myself at the end of the month. I've worked with clients who have the PayPal debit card. I personally don't have that, but it's just a debit card. It's not a credit card. I wouldn't recommend a credit card, but you get the debit card version and you can use that. They do all business expenses through their PayPal debit card, and they have documentation right there. Any expenses, same thing. They basically use that PayPal account like it's their bank account. So use whatever you use, PayPal or a bank account, make sure it's separate from your personal finances. On that note, as you're doing all these things, it's important that you're budgeting. This is number 2. Have a budget for your business. Think about any major company, corporation out there. They have quarterly budget meetings. They sit down, they decide, they project what they're going to be making, and they decide what they're going to spend that money on, how they're going to utilize it, what they're going to do with it. Guys, I know a lot of you are just a one-man company, just like me. It's just me and my business. You have to treat it the same way. You have to have budget meetings. Have a budget meeting with yourself. You need to be budgeting every dollar that's coming in so that way it's being used to its full potential, like I said at the beginning. What I recommend to my clients when they come in and we talk about a budget is I always tell them start out with a monthly budget. Maybe down the road you'll move into a quarterly budget, but for right now, let's start out with a monthly one. Just like you would with personal finance, plan each month based on what your business is doing. So what I say is sit down and look at your past sales over the last 6 to 12 months. What was the worst month you had? We're going to budget to that amount. The month that you had the least amount of sales, we're going to budget to that amount because we can pretty much say that if that was the worst in the past year, odds are you're not going to have one that bad or worse than that again. So we want to budget on your lowest one. And we're going to take that money, we're going to plan for it. We're going to say, okay, if we're making this much, this amount needs to go to advertising. This amount needs to go to any employees we may have if you have them. Or this needs to go into ordering more products. Or budget in how much you're going to be taking home for yourself. How much are you paying yourself as the CEO of this company? Budget that money and have it ready so that when those expenses come, you're able to pay them with the money that's in your budget. Now, since we're budgeting the lowest amount you've made over the past 6 to 12 months, you might have surplus. You're most likely going to have surplus every month. You're making more than what you budgeted for. So at the end of the month, if you have a surplus, then you can allocate that out to different things. So for that next month, you're like, okay, I have this month's budget plus the surplus. What am I going to utilize this surplus for? Well, I recommend you take a little bit for yourself because obviously you did well if you came in over budget. If you made more than you budgeted for, I should say. And then you can maybe, if you're wanting to do more advertising, take a little chunk of that and put more toward ads. Working on your website, trying to build it up, put more towards that. Whatever it is, do those things. And then you're going to want to revisit your budget amount every so often because as your business grows, you can make that budgeting amount a little higher. You don't want to under budget too much each time. Otherwise, you're going to have so much surplus and you're not going to be doing as good of a job of directing those dollars before they're coming in. So grow with your business, do those things as you grow. All right, the next thing, number 3, is making sure your income is greater than your expenses. And this goes along with that budget. And as I work with business clients on their business finances, I tell them, you want to know the secret to success with your business? Do you want to know the one thing that can help you succeed financially? And they're always like, yeah, what is it, Craig? What is it? Come on, show me. And I'll write this down and I'll show it to them. This equation right here. Income is greater than expenses. And they give me that look like, seriously, that's the secret to winning with my business is to make sure income is greater than expenses. And they're like, that's obvious. Of course, I want more money than what I'm spending. And while it may seem obvious to you guys, it's not always shown in our actions. A lot of times we are budgeting behind us instead of ahead of us. We may look back at the month and say, okay, here's what I spent, here's how much I'm making. Okay, so I did pretty good, or oh no, I spent more than I made. Oops, that's because we're budgeting backwards. I want you to flip that around. When you do your budget, you're going to budget ahead of time. How much do I think I'm going to make this month? What are my expenses going to be? And we're going to make sure those expenses are less than what we think we're going to make. You can't do this formula if you're doing it from hindsight. You have to have foresight. I always tell my clients, I'm like, look at your windshield in your car and look at your rearview mirror. There's a reason that windshield is bigger, and it's because you're supposed to be looking forward. It's okay to glance back and see how you're doing and how you did, but moving forward, you have to keep your eyes ahead. And that's what you're going to do with your budget, and that's how you're going to make sure your income stays greater than your expenses. Now, the way to do that also is number 4, is to be patient with your business, guys. Don't look at the other people who've been doing this 2 to 3 times longer than you. Other people in your niche or your market. Don't look at to see what they're doing. See where you are in your business. When I started out, I was brand new. I saw all these people using these email marketing techniques and Facebook ads and landing pages, and I'm going, oh, I need that. I need to sign up with lead pages. I need to sign up with this. I need that. And the truth was, I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't making any money yet. I had just started. I had to figure out, how can I build this business without spending money? Now, I'm going to add a link to my blog post. I have 5 tools I use to start my business for $0. So I'm going to give you that link. If you're brand new in your business, new to being an entrepreneur, and aren't sure how to get started, you're thinking, I got to spend money to make money. Here's some tools you can use, like MailChimp for building your email marketing. You can get up to 2,000 subscribers for free. Canva, that's what I used to build this presentation. It's completely free. Don't hire graphic designers starting out. You can make your own graphics, your own things, and they look great and professional. Check out that blog if you're starting out. It'll have some ideas for tools you can use that are free that I used when starting out my business. But the key is to grow with your business. Stop and think about, where are you in your business? Where is it? And we're going to make sure that we're not overspending our business. When I started, I wanted to just do Facebook ads, Facebook ads, Facebook ads because I was like, oh, I need to get myself, I want to grow. I need to get more people on my email list. I need to get clients. I need to do this, do this. I didn't have the money for Facebook ads. So I had to slow it down and look and say, okay, what can I afford? What can I be doing to making sure my income is greater than my expenses? And how can I best utilize whatever money's coming in? And number 5, guys, on that Facebook ad note, it's to not get ad happy. Being ad happy, that's what I was when I started. I started trying to spend all this money on Facebook ads, trying to get Facebook likes. Had a couple client sessions, so I had some money coming in. I'm like, I think I spent every dollar of those sessions on Facebook ads, which in hindsight I regret. But I got ad happy. I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna pump ads in. I'll do this and do that, and get people to like my Facebook page, and then I can get more clients. And the truth is, I don't have any way to know how many of those Facebook likes converted into clients. I was investing money in Facebook likes, and while Facebook likes are great, they're not bringing me income. So what I tell my clients to do is I say, just be patient with your ads and wait until you have a product to sell or until you have a sales funnel set up so that when you do that ad, it's purposeful and it's directing people into becoming customers. So don't get ad happy with likes or whatever until you have a sales funnel or a product to sell. And then be careful with it. Do some field testing. Spend a little bit of money on different targeted areas. So look at different Facebook groups or different demographics that are involved in your niche or might be interested in what you're offering, and target them one at a time. You can do one small ad towards this one Facebook group, that people that like that group that's similar to what you're offering, or another ad targeted towards this demographic which you think would like what you're offering. See who's converting the best so that when you do larger ads and bigger advertising for your product sales, you know which markets are going to have the highest conversion rates and which will be the most lucrative. All right, guys, those are my 5 tips for any entrepreneur or small business owner to be successful with your finances, to make more money, and to be just more purposeful with what's coming in. Now, I sit down knee to knee with business owners all the time as we hash out their business finances. So if you are looking at your finances, if something in this video really struck a note with you, maybe you don't have your separate bank accounts. Maybe you're not budgeting or not sure how to budget or what to budget. If you're a little shaky on any of these or anything else I didn't talk about, that's what I do. That's what I specialize in. I don't only work with people on their personal finances, but I work with entrepreneurs, small business owners on their business, making sure that every dollar that's coming in is being used wisely. It's being used to help grow the business, and then making sure that you as a business owner are profiting from your hard work and making that money. So if you would like to sit down with me, we can dive in together into your business and make sure we're doing all those things. I would be happy to help you. Please just email me, info@craigdacey.com. We can just talk on the phone, do a quick free consultation, and just decide if it's a good fit for you, see where you're trying to go, see what you're trying to accomplish, and how I can help guide you there. Also, find me on Facebook and Twitter, guys. I constantly am posting blogs, videos, things like that on related topics, all dealing with finances. All right. Good luck with your business. Let me know how I can help, and thank you so much for joining me in my video today.